spirit scopes, your spirit scopes that you need to hear from Nancy and I every single month. Thank you for joining us. I'm Empowerment Medium Tara Diana.
And I am Nancy Christine Brady, intuitive medium animal communicator.
And we are just coming off an amazing weekend where we did a beautiful psychic and wellness fair. It was, ooh, itchy nose. It was a beautiful, beautiful event, high vibing people. We love that kind of stuff. Nancy, you had a good time?
I had a blast. Tara, I can't recommend going to one of Tara's events more than I can over and over and over. She throws the most incredible events. Everyone there kept coming up and saying the energy vibe in this place is next level, high level. The people that came through that I got to meet were amazing. And yeah, you put on a mighty good shindig, my friend.
Oh, thank you, Boo. You were busy. You were busy. Every time I saw you, you were busy. I think we hardly had I think we shared a piece of sushi and then kind of just, you were just bang, 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 bang.
Tara, I find I'm a bit fortunate because I get to do my favorite thing in the world, which is talk and work with animals. And it's definitely a niche, but I tell you, it was a well-requested niche. Everyone wanted to talk with their lovey, lovey little fur buddies. So
Oh, I love that. They're so important. Actually, I was just at my naturopath today and they had a sign up saying, "We are so sorry. We know how much you love your fur babies, but due to allergies in the clinic, we can't allow you to bring them in." But I thought it was such a sweet note. We know in capital letters how much you love your fur babies, but we have
oh,
to ask you to respect our space. So
oh.
that's how much people love their fur babies. So here we are. We're going to do the
Yes,
June spirit scopes. These
for sure.
are what we, well, it's not about Nancy and I. It's about what spirit wants you to know moving into the month.
Absolutely. What deck are you going to use, Tara?
I'm going to use the Forest Oracle. I have no idea who it's by. I'm lucky I even know the name of it. So I'm going to use the Forest Oracle.
Okay.
I love this deck. It's very, very earthy to me, very kind of fairy, and that always, floats my boat. So let's get that. What are you going to use?
I got a new one called The Healing Spirits Oracle by Gordon Smith. So I'm going to give this a
Hmm.
go. It's
Never
got,
heard of him.
I think he's a medium, and he's
Someone that made an Oracle deck.
he's someone that made an Oracle deck. I think he's a Hay House author.
Oh,
So,
isn't
but
everyone a Hay House author that is like, I don't know. I'm sure you and I can be a Hay House author too if we wanted to be.
we'll
Um,
we'll do it one day. But in the
when we have
meantime,
time.
I'm going to use his amazing artwork because as you know, I am ridiculously drawn to the artwork in all of these decks. So it's my guilty pleasure collecting all of them.
I love that. I love that because that's what really draws. It's never ever who actually put the cards together.
Yeah,
I have nothing for, no connection to Kyle Gray or to Tyler Henry. I don't even know if I say his name right,
you
or
did.
John Holland. Like none of those people. I don't follow them. I don't do anything with them. But you give me if they had a really beautiful deck that high vibed with me. Oh, that's upside down. If that high vibed with me, then
See?
I would be all in for that,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Like
Okay.
amazing art that floats my boat.
Yeah, that's why those chakra ones are not chakra, excuse me. That's why those cards from Sedona are just so empowering for me. Is because
Yeah,
the sacred geometry sketched in the back. I love it.
I love it.
You
So
want to do Aries or do you want me to?
you go for it, girl.
Okay, Aries. Let's see what kind of adventures you have coming up in June. First thing I get is Forest Temple Enlightenment. This is a beautiful card. Now, this is powerful because we're moving into summer solstice here. So, summer solstice is in June, June 21st, 22nd, that kind of energy. And they're talking about upliftment here. When they're talking about enlightenment, they're saying that there's knowledge, wisdom that is coming to you, Aries. Words that are powerful, situations that are empowering. And this is a really beautiful place to let yourself shine. This is also a really great time to tap in a little bit to that fire energy, the sun energy, and allow yourself to kind of finish off with a few things so that you can start a few new things. Nurturing yourself in this energy is really empowering. But here's something interesting. When I see that enlightenment card, I feel like we should talk just a moment about connecting to spirit itself. So being enlightened means that you're opening that crown chakra, that you're allowing the wisdom and knowledge of spirit to come in and work with you. Be aware, open the third eye as well, right? Pay attention to what spirit's given you. Ask the questions, wait for the answers. That's what I'm going to leave with you, Aries.
Beautiful. I love that message. Taurus, you got don't fear change, embrace and grow. And see the stunning artwork. I just see the sunrise coming up. Love that orange and red energy. The only thing that fear is the unknown. So the more that you can lean into this for the month of June and just so throw caution to the wind and say, okay, you know what? I'm going to try that. If you've always wanted to try horseback riding on the beach, I don't know, go paint ceramics, whatever it is, throw it to the wind and go do it. I feel for you, Taurus, June is going to be a really big growth month. I feel if you can let go of the restraints and let go of the need to control things, you're going to find that you can lean into some beautiful new experiences and have some incredible new adventures. If you can get out of ego, get out of your mind and telling those same stories and always focusing on what the outcome is going to be and just focus on the feel good factor of the journey. So avoid the fear, hop in and have some fun. So that is Taurus's message for June.
Oh, I like that. I like that. I like that feeling of, okay, just go. Just go. Okay, Gemini, we've got Rainbow Waterfall. This is big. Miracles, okay? This is such a beautiful card. I want you to focus on the rainbow. The rainbow for me always represents chakras. When I'm talking about chakras, I'm always talking about balancing body, mind, and spirit, right? So this card is talking to you, and waterfall represents, for me, mental and emotional detoxification. Water is that letting go, and waterfall is a perfect representation of that. Letting go, letting it water, flowing down, get rid of the stuff that doesn't suit you, really pulling yourself together. Again, I'm going to talk about it. Summer solstice, you guys. This is where we should be high vibing. We should be sitting in that sunshine and happiness and allowing ourselves to be refilled. They're asking you here, Gemini, to look at what is out of balance for you. So maybe it's something small, baby. You don't have to go looking for nothing big when we talk about this. We're not asking you to go in and suddenly be like, "Oh my gosh, I'm not connected at all to anything." That's not what I'm talking about. And sometimes people take what we say and they run with it. So I want to make this very, very clear. If you are feeling like you're good, baby, you're good. Okay. If you're feeling like there's something just a little bit off, then something's a little bit off. What Spirit's asking you is again to pay attention. They are asking you to focus on yourself, body, mind, and spirit, Gemini. So they're saying that you can do anything you want to do. Miracles for me is one of those funny words I'm not typically fond of, but miracles here, it's just saying pay attention because you have control. If you're not feeling good, baby, fix it. You can do it.
Nice. I
You're
love
welcome.
Woo,
You're welcome. That was
powerful. Powerful. Cancer, you're on the right path. Look at the art
Ooh.
of this card. It's just stunning. Often we tend to get in our own way with the stories that we tell ourselves, and we worry, are we keeping up with the Joneses enough? Am I where I'm supposed to be at this particular age, or have I taken all the classes I want to take? Do I have the right partner or love interest? And you know what, Spirit's going, you are perfectly you are perfectly where you are meant to be for this month, and it is all about living in this moment and having gratitude for each and every moment in this month. You've done the work. You've gotten to this place. Now sit and enjoy it. Sit and enjoy it. Stop questioning it. Stop worrying about the past. Stop worrying about the future. And just be here and go, you know what? Dang, I am on the right path and I got this. And enjoy June, Cancer.
Nice.
Mhm.
Okay, Leo, let's see what's going on. Oh, okay, this is going to have a theme. We got water spirit manifesting dreams. So is
Oh,
anyone seeing what's happening here? What a beautiful card though, right?
I love that little otter. He's-
I know. And otter always means playfulness in my world.
Me too. Me
So
too.
playfulness, but this is a theme, people. So Leo, I want you to listen here. Water again, mental and emotional detoxification. So when I get a message about when I see water, when it's the water element, that's exactly what I go to. That's the way they connect with me. So Leo, this is about looking at what you have going on here that's all cray cray. There's a lot of stuff what I'm hearing that is going on in here, and they're saying to you, well, you're trying to make things happen, you're trying to make things come to fruition, but it's going to be hard because you have no clarity and focus up here. You're feeling like there's just too much going on. So this is an opportunity for you again to go into that headspace and be like, okay, what's not serving me here? What is not working for me? Why am I stuck over here? Or do you even recognize that you're stuck over here? Because things can become repetitive. And when they become repetitive and you keep running that circle, you become used to it. Right? It becomes like, okay, well, that's just the way it is. And I'm going to say to you, take a good look at something mentally and emotionally that you are trying to work through. I do feel, Leo, that we're talking a little bit more career oriented with this, please, or volunteer oriented. Something that you're doing that's not filling your cup exactly the way you would want to. And it's just about changing the wording of how you want this to work for you. So I'm not afraid of saying I need. I think I need is powerful. I want is disempowering to me. So what do you need right now, Leo? And that's what I'm going to leave with you.
I love that. I love that word, need versus want. So
Yeah.
powerful.
And
So
people have fought me on that, though. People have fought me on that. There's a lot of, and this is fun, Nancy, because I love a good challenge. And, people fight me on the words control and the words need and using it and what it actually, to them mean. And I have to really go deep with that with them and be like, that's yours. If
mm,
those words don't work for you, that's okay. But if you
mhm,
choose to see control as a disempowering word, you're
mhm.
missing out, baby.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Totally. All right, Virgo. Speak your truth with passion. Check this card out. It's absolutely stunning. With this card, Spirit's really coming in and saying, you've spent some time sitting on the sideline and just, at first I thought it was Tara, but no, it's the puppers. You've been spending a bit of time on the sideline, and sometimes you don't fully articulate what your needs and wants and passions are at the expense of yourself because you're so worried about pleasing everyone else. This is all about leaning into what you're passionate about, speaking that truth, coming from that place of passion and joy. Because I'll tell you, you can't stop a freight train. When you're that excited about something, you're going 100 miles an hour. I know, just get me talking about animals. I can totally do this over and over and over. So what is it you're passionate about? Where is that truth within you? I want you to sit with that this month and go, okay, you know what? This is my passion. And then take it out onto the top of the highest mountain and talk about it absolutely from your heart. Because what you're going to find, you're going to bring all sorts of like people towards you, and then all of a sudden you're developing this incredible community where you are supported and you're lifted up and you're elevated and you're surrounded by a lot of like-minded people and a lot of love. So the message is speak your truth with passion this month, Virgo.
Oh, nice. I love that.
Yeah.
Okay, Libra. My daughter's a Libra, and this card makes me laugh so hard. Spirit guardian of autumn, letting go. Okay. Now, I'm laughing because there's just so much that we can let go of. Do you understand? Certain people, just let
Yes.
go. This card is interesting though, because it's not necessarily about the heavy stuff with this card. Autumn for me, fall for me is all about letting go though. It's about the leaves changing. So transformation. It's about things falling from the trees, right? Those same leaves that we were talking about beforehand, falling from the trees. But really, for me, it is about transformation. It is about knowing that you can do so much more if you're not carrying the little things. So this isn't about the big baggage, the one that you have to work really hard on, if people talk about inner child and all those things, and that's super cool. That's not what I'm talking about this time, Libra. I am talking about the little things, the dishes not being done, the traffic that you're constantly in, the shade of lipstick that didn't come out the way you thought it was going to come out. Those little things, we all think like we just drop them. We have that moment of trepidation where we look at it and we're like, "Bleh," and then we're like, Then we're like, okay, no, that's not a big deal. But you know what? You didn't actually let go of it. You just kind of dismissed it. You just kind of said, and instead I want you it's like vacuuming, right? If you guys have dogs, you're going to understand this wholeheartedly. I have a lab corgi cross that sheds like a Samoyed, and I'm sure sheds like 3 dogs a day. So for me, that's like, so I have to gather all that hair up, right? And it's a little thing in the scheme of things, but if I let that hair continue to go day after day after day, it becomes a big thing, right? Now I have to get a vacuum, and oh my God. So my point being here, people, is that the little things build up. And even though you dismiss it, you're just like, okay, now I'm finished. I'm over that. Maybe do a little bit extra work. Maybe, before you go to bed, just go, I let everything go, right? I just let everything go. It doesn't have to be a big ritual. You don't have to light candles and sing kumbaya and chant or anything. You just need to literally just go, I'm letting it go with intention. You don't have to worry about what it is even. Just gone, right? Nice way to go to bed.
Love it.
Cleared, right?
Yeah, very. My husband's a Libra. I'll tell him to listen to that. Okay, Scorpio, your soul will find those you are meant to experience life with.
Oh,
Very powerful card. I love this card. For our regular listeners, our dear Tara is a Scorpio.
so Scorpio.
Um, you know, it this I find that you'll see when Tara and I are doing these spirit scopes, we end up getting themes from spirit, right? And the card right before this was about that group of friends lifting you up and celebrating you. This is very similar to that. But what you're doing is you're opening your heart space to these people. What you're doing is you're saying, okay, I'm going to release those relationships that no longer benefit me for my highest good. Maybe they make me feel icky. Maybe they don't, celebrate me as much as I'd like them to be celebrated. And bring in those people that make you have that ooey gooey happy place. Make those people closer to you that you feel aligned with. And what you're going to find is like attracts like. And the next thing you're going to have, I'm not going to use the word tribe because I don't want to be culturally misappropriate, but I'm going to use the word pod because I love animals and whales. So you're going to have a pod around you of all of these amazing, like-minded people that you can just connect with and feel that absolute unconditional space with because they got you. Regardless of if it's bad, good, or ugly, they're there from start to finish, and you don't have to worry about that. I find for a lot of us, we tend to go through these little hiccups in our 20s where we're like, because that's our playground. We're learning who we are. They're learning who they are. And then those relationships sometimes lovingly fall away. Sometimes doors slam shut. Just learn it for a lesson for what it was, because people do come into our lives for a reason, season, or lifetime. So
True.
now is that time for you guys to open that heart space and just be like, okay, who's my lifetime? Come on in, because I need to build my pod. And so I'm going to leave that with you, Scorpio, for June.
I love that so much. And I love the term pod. I'm always looking for the right terminology because you don't want to, you don't want to step on people's toes and whatnot.
Exactly.
And so, but pod, I think that's it. I think
Yeah,
we should get me and my bumper stickers, right? We should get a bumper
right.
sticker that says, join my pod.
Join my pod. Okay, I like it.
And
It'll be
everyone will think it'll be our podcast. That's what we should do. Join our pod, and then in brackets put cast.
yeah, okay, I like it. We're creating new things here, people.
That's what we do.
Good.
Sagittarius, let's pull a card for you. My hubby, listen to us. This is a Sag. This person's a Scorpio. My husband's a Sagittarius. So is my sister. This is great. Oh my gosh. I hope Paula's watching this. Frog spirit, renewal.
I love that.
This is a powerful card. And I love this because look, it's a princess and the little frog has got a crown on its head and she's
Oh.
poking it. Wasn't there some story about the princess that kissed the frog and he turned into a prince?
Yep.
Okay, think about it, people. If you go out and you go into that space and you take a chance and you put the bias behind you, you put the prejudice behind you. I'm not talking about people, I'm talking about thoughts, I'm talking about patterns, behavior. And you put that all behind you and you try something new and you give it a shot and you're just like, I'm gonna try it. I don't know what's gonna happen, but I'm open to whatever happens. You're gonna get a prince.
Oof.
or a princess, or neither of those, but just a good vibration, a good feeling, a good circumstance, a good situation. And that's what you're looking for. If you don't try, you don't know. If you don't try, you just, again, you don't know. But if you do try and it doesn't turn out the way you wanted to, what happens? You learned a lesson. You learned what you don't want. You learned how not to go about something, and now you move into that next space where you slay and you bring to fruition what it is you do. Lessons are meant to be learned. Someone asked me at the fair this weekend, someone asked me, how do you know if it's a lesson? How do you know it's a lesson? She was getting into all about ascension and when do we become spirit guides and
Right.
et cetera, et
Right.
cetera. And she said, how do you know if it's a lesson? I said, you might not. You might not know this is the lesson. Or
Mhm.
you might feel it because it's so powerful, so purposeful, so in your face.
Mhm.
Not all lessons are like that, though.
Fair.
So don't go looking for the lesson, just allow it to happen. There you go, Sag.
All right, Capricorn. Success isn't what you have, it's what you do with what you have.
Oh, these are funky little cards.
Aren't they? I love this because to me, spirit comes in and talks a lot about universal energy with this
Mhm.
card. And it's really about, and you probably, if you stayed this long, if you're staying till the end, you're seeing a theme. You're seeing an entire sort of consistent theme, a beautiful golden thread that's been tied through all of these spirit scopes. This is really about you focusing on you. This is about the intention work. This is about the positiveness. This is about pulling things in and sitting in that place of gratitude, clearing yourself out, getting those energetic boundaries so firm that you only let in what you want to let in. And know that you can celebrate whatever it is you have and you do with what you have. Often we will sit there and we'll look at someone else and we'll be like, oh, they're way more thin than me, or they're more rich than me, or they have a partner and I don't have a partner. You know what? That doesn't matter. Look at your circumstance. What is it that you have that you can celebrate? Because once you do that, your vibration is going to raise up, and all those things that you've kind of been wishing for and wanting are going to be drawn to you because like attracts like. So you're going to be bringing that beautiful new energy into your world. So what are you going to do with what you have for the month of June in order to keep building on it and manifesting things for your best and biggest, highest good? And
I
I'll leave.
love that. These messages to me always feel so powerful,
Yeah.
right? If you really sit with them, they feel so powerful to me. So I love that. Aquarius.
We sing it every time, I think.
I think we do, and that's so funny because I'm that person who always laughs at my family who like takes a word and makes it into a huge song. I'm like, open the door, open the door. That's my sister. She does that every time, and I'm like,
I
just
do it too. I
no,
think that's
I
why
know you do.
I
That's
think
why
that's
you're
why
part of my pod.
your sister and I jive. We're part of the pod.
I'm hoping our audience, the Spirit Essence gang, the Nancy Christine Verity gang, get to meet my sister because I think she's a high vibe.
Yes, you guys. And keep being part of our pod and swimming with us.
Yes, Ancient Oak Spirit Aquarius. This card is very, very sturdy. So it's
Wow.
the strength card. This is talking about stand your ground. This is talking about being rooted, being aware, have your clarity, have your focus, have your understanding about what it is that you stand for. This is a powerful, powerful card because it's saying to you, by standing up for yourself, by holding your truth, your authentic self accountable and letting other people know what your beliefs are, what your structure is. It's not about making them believe what you believe. It is about saying, hey, it's okay for you to believe this, but this is where I stand. And I'm going to stand here because this makes sense to me. I also feel though that their trees always represent growth. So now you're opening to listening to what someone else has to say. Okay, well, that's your perspective. I can take a little bit of that. Yeah, no, I see that. So it's not about being closed off and standing there. I'm rooted in this. It's about being like, oh, yeah, I am rooted in this, but I can grow and listen and I can, move into a slightly different direction and I can add things to my belief structures, right? That's such a cool vibe. So, stand your ground, be strong, be rooted in who you are, be authentic, but also be open to other people's thought processes.
Mm,
There we go, Aquarius.
love it. Pisces, last but not least, you got carry the torch for others to see so you can wake up the world. And that is, I can't think of a more powerful message to end all of this on. This is really about you, Pisces, letting that little light shine. I'm going to start singing. This
No!
Oh my. But it is about that. It's about showing people who you truly authentically are. And when you show them that beautiful light in your heart space, you are going to draw so much positivity to you. You're going to bring in all sorts of opportunities for June that you didn't even think were there. But the minute you're shining light on it, everybody sees it and goes, oh, I need to be drawn to that light. I need to be around that light. I need to be a part of that beautifulness. And this is, if you start leading by example as well, suddenly everyone else is going to turn their little light on and they're going to be attracting positive energy. And the next thing you know, you've started raising the vibration of the world just from shining your own perfect, beautiful light. So I want you for this month to shine your light and share it with other people and then celebrate them when they're shining theirs.
Oh, Nancy. I was this close to actually singing that song, but I'm not going to do that.
You were so close. I know you're going to sing with me.
I know. I was like, okay. Everyone, thank you so much for joining us. Nancy and I absolutely love doing this. We've been doing this. I think this is our second year now. So, but I guess we're into a year and a half, and we love doing this. We love that you join us. We want to invite you to come and listen to our podcast. You can also watch it on our YouTube channels if you want to see us interact and see a lot of eye rolling from Tara and a lot of glitches and all these things. That is what I do during these events. But it is called Spirit, Angels, and Guides. Oh my. And we are on all the platforms. I don't name them because if you don't know where to go, you're not listening to podcasts. But if you do need to go, you can go to Spotify. You can go to Apple, whatever. You can
Apple
Apple Play.
Podcast. Yeah, Google, you can do all of that. And if you don't listen to podcasts, go to YouTube.
That's right. There you go. And all our information is down below. We'll see you in July, and we are wishing you a happy summer solstice.
Happy summer solstice, everyone. Till July.
Bye.
Bye.